His big rival, of course, Oxford is the oldest. Ironically, Cambridge University was actually founded by scholars that fled from Oxford. So they were driven out of the town by the locals. There's lots of riots going on at the time. And they fled to Cambridge, founded the university here in 1209, so it's just over 800 years old.
We'll take a tears next time. Nice and shady under here.
Yeah, so just mind your head on the tree. And then we have the kitchen bridge. A bit more simple name. It's the bridge from their kitchen over to their ground. Lovingly nicknamed Concussion Bridge by a lot of the punters, for sort of obvious reasons.
Full of Canada geese.
Who happened to be a devout Catholic, heavily opposed him. Now, Henry didn't really love it when people disagreed with him, so as he had a habit of doing, he cut his old friend's head off. So the founder of Trinity College beheaded the founder of St. John's. For their 700-year anniversary, including building this big metal bridge in front of us. This was just temporary while they got all the building materials across. And honestly, it's been here longer than I've worked here. It's been here over 2 years, and they're finally taking it down today, which is what that big crane is for over there. Yeah, that's all for Clare College. And they built the temporary bridge because punting on the river there is losing your pole. Happens all the time, don't worry, she can get back to it. Man, so he gave the college an enormous endowment so that they could build the chapel, the building with the 2 tall spires there. Now chapels tend to be quite small and modest buildings. That is the largest chapel in the world, believe it or not. And it was built just for students of King's College to worship at. And it's famous in the UK.
Alright.
So hi, how you doing?
Yeah, good, you?
Yeah, not too bad. Power straight through them.
Yeah,
Crash, yeah. And they were founded within about 8 years of each other, these two, Kings and Queens, by husband and wife. So King, you guys think of it, but tends to be quite unpopular, I find. Some people don't like this style at all, some people think it doesn't fit in with the rest of Cambridge. But when it was built in the 60s, it was really highly thought of. Won a lot of awards. The architect who designed this building got a knighthood for his work in architecture. He's called Sir Basil Spence. Don't panic, I don't get too many yeses.
I do a maths degree.
You do a maths degree? Okay. So if I said to you tangent and radial lines in a circle? Yeah?
Okay.
Basically, the straight beams that run underneath would make a perfect circle. If you count them going all the way around, beams coming straight up and out are coming from the imaginary centre point of that circle, like spokes on a bicycle wheel. All you need to know is it makes a very strong, stable shape. It's one of the strongest ways you can actually build. And when it was first built in 1749, it was like a technical engineering marvel. I usually like to point out that it's just nicknamed the Mathematical Bridge. That's quite a modern name for it. Its original historical name is the Wooden Bridge. It's very creative at Cambridge University. That's a leisure activity. But before I turn the boat around, there is one last college to see, and it's directly on the river over there with 2 buildings with the white and then the dark balconies. my favourites actually. I think it's really picturesque. Darwin, and you can see that there's a thin ring of white metal spikes going around each one, around each tower. Those are anti-climb spikes, designed to try and stop students from climbing up a building. The only thing is, they haven't really worked. They still do it, and it's been happening for over 100 years. The people who do it call themselves the night climbers, and it's like a sort of secret society or a club. And they climb lots of the different buildings in Cambridge, and they usually leave something up there to sort of prove that they did it. So in 2009, the night before the carol service at the chapel, they got to the top of all 4 of the spires, past the anti-climb spikes, and put a little Santa hat on top of each one. So if you're wondering why they risked their lives, just for a bit of fun really, there's no grand purpose.